was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV Championship Night here for the Iracing IROC, the IROC Dirt Series presented by Spartan Transportation. Yes, we are here once again at the lovely virtual dirt track at Charlotte for Big Block Modifieds. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Stephen McMillan. Stephen, buddy, oh mate, welcome back. It's been a number of weeks since we've been back together on the airways, but you've been watching these guys over the past couple of weeks.
Definitely been watching them, and Cold Day, he has 8 wins on the season. And you look at him, he was at top of the speed charts and qualified as we're fixing to go heat race number 1.
Yeah, just quickly through the grid. Cold Day, Cole Duggar, row 1, BJ Duval, Chris Wally, row 2, Jesse King, Kevin Robinson, row 3, and Matthew Kopp all by himself in row number 4. Steve, it is championship night here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Cold Day, he leads the point standings. He has had a staggering 8 wins on the season so far. Can he make it 9? We'll find out in about half an hour's time. Green flag is out. Look at Duval up on the inside of Duggar as Cold Day will lead him down through turn number 1 or 2. 12 laps of distance in heat race number 1, Steve.
Yes, 12 laps of distance. You look at BJ Duval, the inside of Cold Duggar. Cannot make the pass out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Cold Duggar in the hip pocket of Cold Day. As we said, Cold Day's had 8 wins on the season. Braxton Parrish has 1 win. Kevin Robinson and Nathan Lemons all show 1 win for the season, Brett.
Yeah, well, we'll see if Cold Day can add another win to the tally list and wrap up the championship here this evening. He continues to lead from Cold Duggar. We work on lap number 3 of 12. So 3 in the books this time by still 9 remaining. That's still a lot of racing left. And Steve, we had, I think it was 15 drivers signed in, 14 drivers signed into the pit area here for Championship 9. I mean, looking at these drivers, any one of these drivers are capable of winning, but right now it is all Cold Day at the moment. Here comes Cold Duggar down to the inside of turn number 4. Your challenge for the race leaders on.
That's right, Cold Duggar battling with Cold Day there. As Duggar picked up the win last week, he gave a Dougie. Or did a Dougie, one of the two. He did something, but look at BJ Duval. These 3 have broken away from the rest of the pack as we have completed lap number 5. Next time by, be halfway down, halfway to go.
Yeah, good nose-to-tail battle right now going on between your top 3, Day, Duggar, and Duval. It's the Triple Ds. Oh, Duval into the back of Duggar. Teammates, they're coming together, but they keep it going in the right direction. That gives just a little bit more breathing room there to Cold Day. We go back and look at Chris Wally back there in position number 4 from Jesse King in 5th. He's holding off Kevin Robinson, who finds himself in position 6, and Matthew Kopp rounds out the 7-car field. 7 laps in for 7 cars in heat race number 1. 5 to run, Steve.
The run, Cold Day with a good job there. Still leading every lap as he's actually starting to pull away a little bit from Cold Duggar and BJ Duval. BJ Duval, the inside of Cold Duggar. As we go to turn number 1, the battle is heating up for that 2nd spot. But look at Duggar with the run off of 2 down the back straightaway.
Yeah, this time by 3/4 of the race distance complete here in heat race number 1. It's still Cold Day driving the number 99 machine again coming into tonight. He is your points leader. He has had 8 wins on the season. He leads with 296 points over Brian McCann with 247, and then Braxton Parrish, who sits in 3rd with 244. Brian McCann sits 2nd in the points lead. He is yet to get a win, so it just goes to show you consistency is paying off, but the consistency from Cold Day right now as he comes to the white flag. Duggar now to the inside, get a challenge for the race lead, but man, tell you what, Cold Duggar not giving up, but not giving this one too easy to Cold Day. Can he hold on for the final time, Steve?
And he do it down the back straightaway to turn number 3. Day gonna try to protect his line, but out of turn number 4, it's gonna be Cold Day picking up the win with Cold Duggar. BJ Duval, then it's gonna be Jesse King, Chris Wally, Kevin Robinson, and Matthew Cope.
There we go, 7 cars. Heat race number 1 is complete. We wait for the session to do what it needs to, and now we'll take a look at your official results. Cold Day officially gets the win over Cold Duggar. BJ Duval will round out your top 3. Jesse King in 4th, and you go back to Chris Wally in 5th, Kevin Robinson and Matthew Kopp, the 7 cars for heat number 1. I nearly said heat number 3. We've only got 2 heats. I don't know how I come up with heat 3. But heat number 2, Steve, let's take the time to go through your starting grid. Braxton Parrish in the Braxton Parrish number 78 machine will start position at number 1. The Team Outlaw Motorsports entry of Sean Judson will start position number 2.
Number 2 on the inside, car number 22, it's Kevin McCann, who sits 4th in the points. And to his outside in car number 1, it's Craig Smith.
Brian McCann, who sits 2nd in points without a win. He finds himself 39 points away from Cole Day, who just picked up the win. Brian McCann, driving the number 3 machine, will start position at number 5. And Kyle Pendergraft in the 14 for Team Tifosi will line up out of position number 6. There's a lot on the line here, Steve. The inside row. Braxton Parrish 3rd in points. Kevin McCann 4th in points. And Brian McCann sits 5th in points. How about I go one better? Sean Judson outside of front row. He's 5th in points as well. So 4 drivers that are in the top 5 in points, Steve, are in this heat race.
Yes. That just goes to tell you that there's some good racing going on. Sean Judson picked up a couple of heat race wins. The last couple of shows we have broadcasted here with the Spartan iRacing IROC Dirt Series as we're fixing to go green flag out turn number 4 with Braxton Parrish and Sean Judson. Flagman waves the green flag. Green is out as we're off. Look at Braxton Parrish, goes to the bottom of turn number 1. Judson stays high. Look at McCann now working that bottom out of turn number 2. McCann has a nose out in that 2nd spot. Now they're side by side at turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be Parrish leading lap number 1.
Yeah, Judson in the green and white number 19 machine to the top side of the racetrack, all right through the middle, I should say, through turns 1 and 2. Kevin McCann in 3rd in car 22. Brian McCann 4th. Right now, 1, 2, 3. Look at them side by side. 4, 2nd and 3rd. Judson and Kevin McCann. Give it to Kevin McCann. Steve, this is the final heat race of Season 1 for the Spartan Transportation iRacing IROC Dirt Series for the Big Block Modified Season number 2. We're looking forward to that one. You'll be able to catch all the action right here on UltimateDirtTV as Kevin McCann slots into position number 2. And now here comes Brian McCann up the inside there on Sean Judson. Judson now going to fall back to position number 4.
McCann working that bottom line. Judson loses a little bit of ground there out of turn number 4. Does it get a little run? He does. He pulls up along near his quarter panel, going into turn number 1, out of turn number 2. He phases out a little further behind of McCann. Meanwhile, Parrish, just the Parrish show, coming out of turn number 4. Your top 3 run to the bottom as we are 5 in the books of this 12-lap heat race.
Yeah, take a look at Braxton Parrish in turns 1 and 2. Stevie went to the top side of the racetrack, trying to find a different line, trying to find some more grip in the big block modifiers. And sometimes you got to do that. You've got to, while you're leading out in front, it's probably best, sometimes just, a lap here or there just to test the water, see what's fast. But you see Kevin McCann closes in there in turns 1 and 2. He closes in turns 1. It's the entry of the turn that is hurting Braxton Parrish at the moment. You watch as hopefully he goes to the top side. You'll see exactly what I mean here in 1 and 2. He's all right. He's okay. Kevin McCann pulls up alongside of him. But watch as he comes out of 2, Steve. He just rockets away from the 22 of McCann.
Yes, that momentum for that 78 machine off the turn number 2 sure does carry that car as we come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. 8 laps in the books in this 12-lap heat race. As you got Parrish, McCann, and Judson, Smith, and Pendergraft rounding out your field of heat race number 2. But out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 9 is going to be Braxton Parrish in the 78 machine.
Looking for a heat race win now. He's gone back to the bottom side in turn number 1 and 2. Steve, we've been here at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte quite a bit over the past week. I'm noticing right now, the track is holding a fair bit of moisture compared to what we just seen in the super late models where the track got very slick. We were looking at, a similar sort of number in field. The track is still pretty racy right now.
Definitely, it's racy, and look at these drivers. But look at Parrish. He's pulled away from Kevin McCann and Brian McCann. The McCanns are 2nd and 3rd as the white flag is out going into turn number 3. He's fixing to exit turn number 4. It's going to be Braxton Parrish picking up the win. Kevin McCann 2nd. Brian McCann 3rd. Sean Judson, Greg Smith, and Kyle Pendergraft rounded out your field.
All right, there we go. Heat race number 2 and the final heat race for the Spartan Transportation iRacing IROC Dirt Series Big Block Modifieds. It is championship night here from the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. We'll bring up your heat race results for you right now. We do have a 5-minute warm-up session. So Braxton Parrish, Kevin McCann, Brian McCann, your top three, Sean Judson, Craig Smith, and Kyle Pendergraft. Steve will take a moment to step aside here on UltimateDirtTV and come back, ladies and gentlemen, for the main event, the season finale. Can Cole Day claim a 9th win, or will somebody else get to win in the column or the win column? Will Brian McCann, Kevin McCann, Sean Judson, can they find their first victory here in the Big Block Modified? We'll find out on the other side of this. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to UltimateDirtTV for the final round of season number 1 of the Spartan Transportation iRacing IROC Dirt Series. The Big Block Modifieds are here at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. We are live across Facebook and YouTube. Brett Wilber joined alongside Stephen McMillan. And Stephen, we are moments away from a 60-lap main event. Can Cole Day, can he get win number 9 and take out the championship? Will Brian McCann come through for his first feature win? Will Braxton Parrish get his second feature win? Can Kevin McCann or Sean Judson, or maybe the likes of Cole Duggar or BJ Duvall, who will go to victory lane? We'll find out here in a minute. Steve, your quick final thoughts before we go through the starting grid.
I'll say Day's going to pick up win number 9.
Well, that is a very, very good pick, Steve, and I'm not going to go against you. Let's take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. Matthew Kopp will start from position at number 13. Carl Pendergraft in the 14 will start position number 12, and Kevin Robinson will line up at a position number 11.
5th row outside, it'd be Craig Smith and car number 1 to his inside. And car number 5 be Chris Wally.
We go to row number 4 to the outside for Team Outlaw Motorsports. It's the 19 of Sean Judson on the inside, driving the Podium Hunters. Car number 93 from position number 7. That is Jesse King.
3rd row outside, and car number 3, the McCann racing is Brian McCann. And to his inside, Team Outlaw car number 32, it's Hey Boo Boo, it's BJ Duvall.
Rolling off from position number 4, driving car number 22, looking for his first feature win. Can he get it? We'll find out. Kevin McCann will start to the outside of row number 2, to the inside. Last week's feature winner at USA, driving car number 11 for Team Outlaw Motorsports. Position 3, it's Cole Duggar.
Your front row for tonight's 60-lap future. On the outside, in car number 78, the Braxton Parrish Racing, it's Braxton Parrish. It's his inside, the deeper, darker dew. Car number 99, it's Cold Day.
There we go. Your 13 cars are lined up. They are racked, stacked, ready to light, as Steve would say, light the fire underneath the tires. Steve, 60 laps. Season number 1 is just hopefully about 10, 12 short minutes away from wrapping up. What I'm going to do, Steve, I'm going to let you lead us to the drop of the green flag, buddy.
All right, you see Day in the 99 and Parrish on his outside. Row number 2, you see Cole Duggar and Kevin McCann, BJ Duvall and Brian McCann in row number 3. Here we come out of turn number 4. Wait for the flag, but green flag is out. We're lighting the fires underneath the tires. It's racing, boys. Hey, look at Gold Day. Go to the outside of turn number 1, but look at your leader right now. It's Braxton Parrish out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Day side by side with Lead Machine and Cole Duggar. You got Hey Boo Boo in that 4th spot of BJ Duvall.
Man, they were nearly 3 and 4 wide there in the back half of the field, just trying to stay inside the top 10. There goes Kevin McCann to the outside on Jesse King. Jesse King trying to go to the bottom side. You see Cole Duggar go right through the middle of the racetrack. Now BJ Duvall slots up on the inside. Duvall will find himself in position number 3. Now goes to the low side. That's Duggar and Day right on the top side. Now up comes Duvall. He'll go to the middle of the racetrack. Opens the door for Jesse King. Meanwhile, Braxton Parrish, your race leader after the completion of lap number 3. Still 57 remaining, Steve. That is a whole lot of racing left here at the dirt track at Charlotte.
A whole lot of racing, and as you saw at the beginning of the race, the start, the 99 of Cold Day making an error on that start. He got in that grass as we got caution out on the racetrack.
Oh, no, it's going to be Kevin McCann, the driver that is involved in this one. We'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay as we finally get it on normal speed. As here is the 22, just done it all by himself, Steve.
Walls has sucked him in and turned him around for Kevin McCann in the 22. You know, IRAP sponsored the series and all the wraps on all these cars, except for a couple of them. I'm sure if they race with Season 2, that everybody will have one of those wraps. But IRAPs, the official wrap for the Spartan Transportation Iracing IROC Dirt Series.
And you can see all the wonderful sponsors behind the scenes here with this great league. If you want to get involved with Season 2, check out Iracing IROC on Facebook. And just message the guys there, message their Facebook page. I'll tell you how to get involved, and you can be on UltimateDirtTV live across Facebook and YouTube all season long. Next season, We're looking forward to season number 2. The Iracing.com official page track pulls to the infield. Lap number 4 is about to be complete. We'll start lap number 5 of 60 once Braxton Parrish leads us to the green flag. He picks up the throttle, the rear end picks up, and we are back underway. Parrish, Day and Duggar all go to the top side. Duval stays about 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Again, now leaves the door open for Jesse King, but here comes Robinson. Sean Judson to the outside, 3 wide, Steve, for 5, 6 and 7. And look at Johnson making some moves on the top side. The top's up there, bud.
Top is, and look at there. My mind would just went blank. Team Outlaw Motorsports, there we go. I got it back now. They're trying to get all 3 of their cars up front on the podium. Let's see if they can do it. But look at Cole Duggar. He's trying to look underneath the skirt of the 99 of Cold Day as they go down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Day on the high side with Duggar. But you look at Parrish. He's running that bottom groove out of 4 as we complete lap number 7 of the 60-lap main event.
There's still plenty of racing left to come here at the dirt track at Charlotte, the season finale. It's championship night here with the big block modifieds. Iracing IROC Dirt Series will have their asphalt stuff on the Thursday night. Oh no, Duval into the wall. He keeps it going. We stay green. Robinson, Kevin Robinson, that is no relation to Alex because, well, if he was related to Alex, you know, he would be back somewhere in the back of the field. Robinson moves to 4th. Now Duval back to 5th. Craig Smith coming through the field as well. He started 10th, Steve. He's up to position number 6. But what about Kevin Robinson? Just quietly, they went 3 wide. Kevin Robinson started position 11, Steve. He is up to 4th. So he is a man on a mission.
On a mission, running the bottom groove. You see multiple grooves on this track right now. As you look at the Vol up on the high side, do you see Judson run the high side? McCann in the 3 machine. He's run the high side as King stays low. This time Judson goes down low as we come out turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Look at the 3 machine with a run down the front straightaway.
You know what? I'm normally good at picking a racetrack, seeing how it develops. Robinson going to fall back. He'll lose a couple of positions. I'm generally good at reading a racetrack, seeing what it's doing, finding where the fastest groove is at the moment. Steve, I've got to say, I'm a little confused at this racetrack with the way that the moisture is still holding, you know, especially all the whole way around this racetrack, not just in certain parts. I mean, it still looks good on the bottom side, but I mean, the top side can be the place to be. So, I mean, I've got no idea at the moment.
Definitely. I mean, you know, that's one thing about it. We're in nighttime conditions here. So, I mean, the moisture's pretty much stuck around there. As you look at McCann, he's up to 6, passing Jesse King, who's fallen back to 7th. Now he has his eyes set on Sean Judson. BJ Duvall still that 4th spot with Cole Duggar, Cole Day, and Braxton Parrish, your race leader in car number 78.
Well, Cole Day slowly but surely closing in on Braxton Parrish for the race lead again. Cole Day looking for feature win number 9 on the season. Cole Duggar just follows Cole Day and goes, well, you know what? If you're catching him, I'm just going to slot him behind you, and I'm going to stay there. I'm going to catch you with him. We're going to make this not a 2-car battle for the lead, but we'll make it a 3-car battle. And with looking at the laps right now, Cole Day certainly seems to be the fastest car on the racetrack, and he's doing it all on the top side.
Well, this is one thing that's bad for Braxton Parrish to lead the race. He really doesn't have much room for error to search around the track, because one wrong move, Day's going to be back around him. As Day has time, he can search top to bottom, find out what's quicker, and get the runs on Braxton Parrish. Meanwhile, you got in 3rd spot Cole Duggar, BJ Duvall, Sean Judson, your top 5. Brian McCann, Jesse King, Kevin McCann, Kevin Robinson, Craig Smith, your top 10. Matthew Cope, Chris Wiley, and Kyle Pendergraph round out your field.
Big moment there for Cole Day down into 3 and 4 on the previous lap. See just that bump right at the opening into turn 3 right there. He got that car tight, pretty much like what we seen Alex Bergeron do last night in the super late model race here. But the only thing was Cole Day was able to save it. He was actually able to get off the wall. He didn't actually get contact with the wall. 1/3 of this feature event completed, Steve. Kyle Pendergraph going to be the first car to go a lap down. He's in 13th spot. He drives the number 14 car. No doubt with Braxton Parrish closing in. There he goes, straight to the bottom side. a very, very classy move from Kyle Pendergraft.
A good, nice move there. As you see Parrish getting around him on the outside, run the high line. As you see Cole Day, he's tried to make it where he can close up. He tried to search for the moisture, the runs, whatever he can get out of that car. As they come out turn number 2, he has Cole Duggar up the skirt of that car, Brett. He wants to win again, to go back to back.
Well, we'll see if he can do it. We've still got a little over the half race distance. And ever since Braxton Parrish had Cole Day close in him on the top side, I think he may have just shown him the line too early, Steve. So maybe a mistake there from Cole Day, but certainly Braxton Parrish being able to read what is going on behind him while he's having his own race out in front. Now look at the top 3, nose to tail. Chris Wally in the 5 machine. The car on the inside, the next car to go a lap down. But boy, oh boy, one little mistake from these drivers on the top side, more so Braxton Parrish. It's going to be a good spell disaster for Cole Day and Cole Duggar.
One thing I've noticed, this track is getting a little rougher. It's not kept in some moisture, but it's rough on that back straightaway. Oh, look at Day. He's sideways. He saves it. Out of turn number 4, he was going to try to make a move. He had to get heavy on the binders, not take out your race leader. And we got your second caution of the night. And it might be, hey, boo-boo.
It is. It is. It's BJ Duval in the 32 machine for Team Outlaw Motorsports.
Well, look at BJ tried to get that pot of honey. He goes up there, that hits that wall, it sucks him in. And he goes, hey, boo-boo.
He might have said, hey, wall. I think he was trying to make some. He certainly gave it some right side romance, Love and Steve.
Definitely. Let's go over this real quick. The Iracing IROC series is having a waffle of $25 a ticket. Iracing IROC Challenge Series fundraiser partnership with Track Time Entertainment. Waffling off a TTE Master rig with triple stands, $25 per entry. Purchase entry at their website. Enter as many times as you like. Name will be drawn live on their Facebook page Saturday, June the 5th at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can go to their website and purchase a ticket. That's www.irocseries.com. You also go visit them on Facebook, facebook.com/iRacing IROC.
And that's IROC, not IROCK, by the way, just for...
Oh, I did say K, didn't I? I don't know where I got K from. I rock. Hey, boo-boo.
You rock, do you?
Right. Mm-hmm. ROC-series.com.
Tell you who wants to rock and roll is the 78 of Braxton Parrish. But hey, here's an opportunity once again right now for Cole Day, because he made the mistake. He nearly got into the back of Parrish in 3 and 4 a number of laps ago. That cost him second. Now, well, he's going to have to give it up once again, because he'll now force himself to go back to the top. So look at Judson around the outside on Jesse King.
That's Judson. He's tried to make something happen here. He's up to that 4th spot on the outside of King. King tried to run the bottom or side by side out too. King has it out too. Down the back straightaway at turn number 3. King's running where it's not as rough as Judson's running that rough area down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he's just trying to stay right through the middle of the racetrack is Jesse King in car number 93. Kevin McCann, followed by Brian McCann, Craig Smith, Kevin Robinson, BJ Duval. That's your top 10 from, that's from about 4th through to 10th there. It's Parrish, Duggar, and Day. I don't think anybody, Steve, is going to catch those 3 as the cross flag sticks are out halfway home. 30 down and 30 to go here in championship night.
Wow, that's flown by quick, these 30 laps. As you see, Judson still that 4th spot there. He's going to have a little bit, try to chase down Cole Day, Cole Duggar, and Braxton Parrish. As look at Duggar in that 2nd spot now, trying to chase down your race leader. As a reminder, Cole Duggar picked up the win at USA International Raceway last week, but out of turn number 4, down at the flag stand, it's been the Braxton Parrish show. He's led all 32 laps.
Yeah, I think, these 60-lap races, you've got to divide them into two, Steve. You've got to divide them into two 30-lap races. You want to be somewhere in the top 3 or top 5 right at the halfway stage. Then you'd be wanting to play on a caution around, 20, 30 to go. Once you do that, if you're inside the top 3, top 5, then your game plan certainly has to change. Right now, the game plan has not changed for Braxton Parrish. He wants to lead all 60 laps of this main event. So far, he has ticked every box out of the 34 laps. They make their way down the back straight. Parrish looking for another win here on the season. In fact, I think this might be his first or second. No, it would be his second. He's already picked up one.
He's already picked up one win. Look at Cole Duggar. Slide job. Parrish back underneath them. Here we go into turn number 3. Did Duggar show the Dougie a little too early out of turn number 4? We complete lap number 6. And look at, there's Hey Boo Boo up to 6th.
Oh, there's a slide job by Duggar. If you're going to put the slider, the best turn would be to put it in turns 3 and 4. You carry a lot more speed and momentum in 1 and 2, but he's made it work. Braxton Parrish now. That is the only lap he has not led right now. Here comes Parrish back to the inside. Man, that was tight, and Duggar. And that's what I mean, Steve. Look at Day now getting a run on Parrish. So Parrish, he's been unsettled. He's actually out of the rhythm right now as he cops the slider from Cole Day. And Cole Day, he'll move to second spot. But here comes Parrish back to the inside.
As Parrish, he's lost his rhythm. Cole Duggar broke it. And, when he got in the back of him, it just really upset the car with the handling that allowed Day to get around him too. And now he just got to find his rhythm, settle back in, chase him back down, and give him a couple laps. He gets rhythm back. But look a little further back, there's Hey Boo Boo up to 5th spot. Chasing that pot of honey, and that's in the lead.
Yeah, he's trying to get back up to the race lead. No doubt that he'll be banking on another caution just to... I lost my train of thought. He'll be banking on a caution just to get the field back into 2x2 formation to where he'll be able to hopefully make some moves. He's closing in on his teammate right now. Sean Judson in the 19 machine. Run on the top side. This track has gone top side dominant here. We've seen a fair bit of moisture stay in this racetrack. There's Duval with a big slide job there on Judson. Judson turns it back underneath him. It's the teacher and the student at the moment here, Steve, on screen.
Look at the student. He's going to outdo the teacher for a moment, but down the back straightaway. BJ Duval takes over that 4th spot. Judson going to diamond out. Out turn number 4, pull up alongside him. It's a side-by-side for 4th and 5th. Judson to the bottom this time. He slides up a little bit, but he keeps it down there as Duval stays up high. Duval falls back to 5th. As meanwhile, Cole Duggar continues to lead all day. And Braxton Parrish, your top 3. There is Cole Duggar. There's Cole Day. And there's Parrish. Oh, caution out of the racetrack. Wally around in the 5 machine.
Well, let's take a look at what happened, Steve, on the UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Chris Wally in the 5 machine. Maybe hit a tyre going down into turn number 1. Oh, no. Just got the cushion. Gee, Braxton Parrish. Man, he done well. And even Duval there and Jesse King to get around him on the top side. There's not a lot of room up there, Steve, but those boys, they made it work. But our 3rd caution here on championship night. This was the caution, Steve, that BJ Duval would have loved to have seen and hoped that he got. And right now, he's got it.
Yes, he does. And you know what we should do, Brett? You know what you should do?
Tell me, mate. We'll make it happen.
We should change BJ Duval's name on the scoring as Hey Boo Boo.
Look, part of me wants to do it, but part of me doesn't.
Right.
You know how you always stuck between a rock and a hard place?
Right.
Or stuck in a wheelchair? Yeah. That's where I'm at right now. Lights go out on the Iracing.com official pace track. Lap counter will go back to lap 45. 15 laps left to run, Steve. Steve, we've completed 45 already. Man, it only feels like about 4 minutes ago we were just starting the feature event.
Oh, yes, that's what it feels like. Stephen Turberville says, Hell yes. Hey, boo-boo. All right. But, you know, one thing for this restart. Yeah, you heard that. One thing is good for this restart, not only for Duvall, but for Braxton Parrish, as we're going green flag out of turn number 4. Cole Duggar bringing us to the green flag all day. Comes down on the nose of 78 to Parrish. Tries to make a slide job. Cannot do it. BJ Duvall with a power move out of turn number 2 into that second spot momentarily.
That was an audacious move there from Cole Day, one that could prove costly in the end. Parrish, Duvall side by side. Duvall looks to slide up in front of Parrish. He does so. Here comes Day. Look at Johnson just rolling the bottom side. Here comes Kevin McCann. 3 wide, nearly 4 wide into 3 and 4, Steve. Oh my, oh, doctor, as Jerry Vansicker would say, you've got a Jim Dandy.
BJ Duvall leading the pack, trying to chase down some honey from Cole Duggar. But look at Judson. It is a team outlaw. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not anymore.
Wow.
But we stay green.
Unreal, we stay green. Kevin McCann caught up involved. There's the yellow. Oh no! Duvall is upside down with Cole Day on the front straightaway.
Oh no, he slipped on his pot of honey.
Ruh-roh.
All right, looking at your replay. Oh, you see Judson, he hits the tire, but out of turn. Oh, BJ. That wall just grabbed him and sucked him in.
All right, look, I'm going to go out on a limb here and just let BJ know that at the moment it is May 25th, not February 14th. It's not Valentine's Day. You cannot take the wall out to dinner. You've tried hitting on it not once, now twice.
Oh, he's going to have to come back for season 2 to try to stick his hand in a pot of honey. But let's look at this, what this does. So Cole Day out of the race. BJ Duvall, so Cole Day will not pick up his 8th win or 9th win of the season. Cole Duggar, can he go back to back and pick up his 2nd win? Or can Parrish pick up his 2nd win of the season? We have right about 11 laps to figure it out as lights go out on the base truck.
That indeed they do. Well, this could be an omen, Steve. 11 laps. Take a look at the number that he's leading. Car number 11.
Yep.
Is that a good sign or is that a bad sign?
Well, we'll find out. We got 10 to go.
We'll find out when they come across the start-finish line whether that was a good 10 or 11 laps. Let's find out. Duggar, Parrish on the front row. Lap 49 is complete. 11 to run for the 11 of Cole Duggar. He gets on the gas, and Parrish gets a good restart as well. Parrish will stay to the middle of the racetrack. Duggar goes straight to the cushion. And Braxton Parrish back to the race lead. Look at Kevin Robinson from position number 11. He's up into the top 3. Oh, no, he gets tagged. Oh, catches the tie along with Kevin McCann in the 22. And it's going to change again. And Jesse King to position number 3.
This Cole Duggar takes the lead back out of turn number 2 with a power move from the high line. Parrish stays to the bottom as Duggar up high out of turn number 4 is going to be Cole Duggar leading lap number 51. Looking at 93 and Jesse King now. He's in the hip pocket of the 78 as they go down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, they all run the high line there out of turn number 4. Look at Cole Duggar pulled away from Braxton Parrish, Jesse King, Craig Smith in that 4th spot. Brian McCann and 5th. Sean Judson back up to 5th now as Brian McCann falls back, caution out on the racetrack.
Yeah, Craig Smith has been a hard charger as well. So take a look at what happened here on your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. I get the feeling that this might be actually Chris Wally here in the 5 machine. Now, he may have had some dramas. Oh yeah. Oh, she just got loose on him.
Just got loose, didn't want to hit the outside wall, just looped it around. So, you know, one thing we got to do for season 2, if BJ comes back and races this, is we got to get one of those little switches. And every time he tries to grab for that honey, we're going to slap him and say, no, boo-boo.
Maybe we can get an animation done like a video or something like that. I mean, that's something we can certainly look at.
Definitely. He gonna get stung playing with the bees.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to play with his bees, you know what.
Give it a round of applause for BJ Duvall in car number 32. He's currently out of the race. Cole Day, who has 8 wins on the season, will not make it number 9 as he's out of the race. He will finish 13th tonight as BJ Duvall is 12th. Kyle Pendergraph, is in the 11th. Chris Wiley in 10th. Kevin McCann, Matthew Coop, Kevin Robinson, Sean Judson rounds out 6th through 13th. That was sure backwards how I was giving it out.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you're going with that one, but you know what? We might as well just roll with it.
Right, green flag is out. And we're off. This is going to be a short little stint here. As look at Parrish down to the bottom. Cannot make the move. He'll slide up. He's going to get loose out of turn number 2. Look at King now closing up on him. King goes to the high side. He pushes a little bit there. And look at Craig Smith in that 4th position. We're in that bottom line there.
Now, I think Braxton Parrish, he might be done and dusted for the rest of the night. I think he might just have to settle for a 2nd spot here on the podium and just gather some more points towards the championship. I don't think he'll have enough to win the championship, but we'll certainly keep an eye on after the main event while we're doing the top 3 interviews. Cole Duggar, just 5 laps away. Make it 4 this time bypass the start-finish line. You're watching Jesse King in 3rd. There goes Craig Smith. Look at this 3-wide battle. Johnson back to the outside on Kevin McCann. So that's Brian McCann and Craig Smith.
3 wide still as Judson starts to pull away out turn number 2. Look at Smith at 11. He gets around McCann into turn number 3. Smith stays low. McCann comes back on the high side out of turn number 4. McCann with a run, but Smith at the line. But look out, it's still the Cole Duggar show as he leads down the back straightaway to turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4. Look at 78 of Braxton Parrish as we got 2 laps to go.
The final 2 laps of season number 1 for the Spartan Transportation iRacing IROC Dirt Series. They will get the white flag, this time by your race leader of Cole Duggar for Team Outlaw Motorsports in car number 11. Looking to go back-to-back victories 2 weeks in a row. He picked up the win at USA. He is now 2 turns away into 3. Out of turn number 4, Cole Duggar, ladies and gentlemen, will go and claim his 2nd win. Oh no, Jesse King, massive moment, and look at Brian McCann. He snuck home in 3rd spot. Can you believe it? Oh, Jesse King must be filthy with himself at the moment.
Definitely, he's going to be going home not thinking what in the world could he have done differently on that last lap. But congratulations goes out to the number 11 of Cole Duggar, picking up his 2nd back-to-back future win.
Well, there it is, Steve, your final finishing results from season number 1 here on Championship Night for the iRacing IROC Dirt Series. Thanks to Spartan Transportation, the Big Block Modifieds, Team Outlaw Motorsports, number 11 of Cole Duggar will get the win by nearly 1.5 seconds. Braxton Parrish Racing, 78 to Braxton Parrish, home in 3rd. Brian McCann in the 3, snuck home in 3rd spot. Craig Smith in 4th. And Sean Johnson from the back a number of times in the Team Outlaw Motorsports, number 19. Steve, he'll come home in 5th position.
When 6 be Kevin Robinson the 2nd. Kevin McCann 7th. Matthew Cope 8th. Jesse King, Chris Wiley, Kyle Pendergraph comes on 11th. BJ Duvall, Cole Day round out your field.
All right, there we go. We are ready to chat to our podium drivers. I'm just waiting on iRacing to see if it'll... waiting on iRacing to see if it will update the points. But, tell you what, let's go immediately down trackside and chat to you. And gets it done 2 weeks in a row. Cole Duggar. Well, you make it 2 in a row. Cole, you must be happy with this result.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun to come in here and be able to run with these guys. These guys all put on a good race. And last week, I think Hunter kind of gave it to me getting into the wall, but I felt like the car was really fast tonight and not really good here on the top with late models, but looks like it's working out with big blocks.
Well, there's a number of times throughout the night. Obviously, the track, it held a fair bit of moisture. Were you expecting the track to take that long to slicken off, or were you just thinking that you'll just take it lap by lap and see what the track does?
My first thought was coming in tonight because I did some practice with different usages, the iRacing stuff, and my first thought was it's going to end up being a slide job line, but it just kind of stuck to high line in 1 and 2, and warm up I threw down a quick time down on the bottom in 3 and 4, and at some point in the race I just kind of kept it up top when Cole Day and Braxton Parrish were running the bottom in 3 and 4, and they ended up following suit and kind of never looked back.
Well, talk about what was essentially the race-winning move there. You had a good battle there with Braxton Parrish and Cole Day. What's it like to run and throw sliders with those guys around here?
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Them guys are pretty clean, and I feel kind of bad. I feel like I kind of parked it on Cole Day once. Maybe it was Braxton. I can't remember. We're all running together so much. I threw a clean one on one lap, and then I went right back at it the next lap in 1 and 2, and I ended up just checking up so much, make sure I didn't hit the wall, and I feel like I kind of parked it on him, but it was still clean race and racing what racing is.
All right, well, you go back-to-back wins here with the Spartan Transportation iRacing IROC Dirt Series, the big block modified. Last week you picked up the win at USA. You come to Charlotte and you pick up the victory here tonight. Cole, before we let you go, sponsors, Charlotte, all that good stuff. Who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, I got to thank Team Outlaw Motorsports and William Duvall over there, and Sean and Jesse for the paint, and a bunch of guys over there. AJ's watching tonight. I'm forgetting a lot of people, but everybody over there, Team Outlaw Motorsports, UltimateDirtTV, you guys for the broadcast. Beard or Two Beard Oil, LSR TV, and Brent Spates. Couldn't do it without those guys, and that's what gets it done for me.
All right, Cole Duggar, home in first position. Steve, you're standing by with the driver that comes home second spot tonight, Braxton Parrish.
Braxton Parrish, congratulations on your second place run. I mean, Cole Duggar made a slide job, kind of parked it on your nose there. That just kind of upset your momentum.
Yeah, kind of. It was kind of an iffy slider. I seen him coming. I heard him down there, and I didn't realize he was going to slide up that much, so I kind of stayed on the throttle a little bit until my front bumper met his back bumper, and I guess one thing led to another.
Definitely a podium finish to round out the season. You have one future win to your credit this season with the Spartan Transportation iRacing IROC Dirt Series. Season 2.
Yes, I would definitely. It's definitely going to be a big change. We figured out a lot of stuff in this season, and with everybody working together and trying to figure out like track states, starting stuff like that, and I think it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lot better, big improvements, and hopefully we can get us a few more wins rather than these top 2s and top 3s.
So, question for you: Have you ever rode on a bull before?
I have not.
Did you not think the back straightaway? That's probably what it felt like.
I would, yes, definitely. I'll tell you what, Charlotte always gets rough, man. I mean, going off that back stretch in the 3, it's like you're at a trampoline park. You're just up, down, and you can't be full on the throttle. You're going to kick that back end into the wall, and a few people got sucked into it, as we've seen tonight. So that's what'll happen to you.
Go ahead and thank your sponsors for making it happen for season number 1 of the IROC Dirt Series.
I'd definitely like to thank Chris and Brian for putting on this amazing series. I can't wait to be back next year or whenever they start it up again. My family and friends back home watching, thank you guys for doing the broadcast, picking up about halfway through the season. We really appreciate that. That way everybody out there could watch and definitely see what iRacing's all about.
Hey, just quickly before you go, Braxton, Season 1, as Steve sort of alluded to, you picked up 1 win. After the season is complete, I can confirm right now there is actually a tie for second place between yourself and Brian. What do you need to do better in Season 2 to be that one step better and be higher and win a championship?
I definitely could put in some more practice. I got a lead foot, And when the track slicks off like this, you can't have a lead foot. I mean, you just get so much tire spin off the corners. And as you guys could see tonight, I was trying to make that bottom work. In the beginning, it was working when we had moisture down there, but as it slicked off, the high side was the dominant line.
All right, well, look, well done on second place tonight and also in the championship. We'll look forward to speaking with you hopefully next season.
All right, appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
All right, Braxton Parrish home in second spot. We'll chat to the driver that comes home in third place tonight, but also a tie for second place. And, well, he can thank that final turn, final lap incident that allowed him to go from, I think it was fifth or sixth, all the way to position 3. Brian McCann, Brian, you come home in third place tonight. I mean, how was that one? Talk us through that feature event.
Wow, what a race. Yeah, early on, I put it in the wall, damaged my car, had to go into pits, quick repair, come back out dead last. It was like a parking lot out there. I had no idea how I was going to get back to the front, and somehow I worked my way up to about 6th or 7th, and then, yeah, like you said on that last lap there, it just something happened in front of me. I wasn't quite sure who it was, but I just shot it right up through the middle and came home third.
What could you have done differently? Sometimes it looked like you're just struggling out there. Everybody being on the same setup. There's not much to talk about with the setup because, like I said, everybody's on the same set. What could you have done differently to, maybe be just that little bit better throughout that feature event tonight?
And I don't know. The high line wasn't working for me. I'll go down to the low line, wasn't working for me. Tried the mid line, and I kind of got it working a little bit, but really I was just all over the place.
Well, hey, man, it's been a stellar season. You come away with, like I said, tied in second in points. You do it without a win, so consistency has really paid off for you. What does it mean for you to come away with the third place in the championship?
That's amazing. This is my first anything dirt, so, yeah, to be able to do that, that's pretty good.
What do you need to do in Season 2 to maybe get that first win under your belt?
Learn a little bit more about these cars and how they drive. I'm still struggling with the throttle. I know that's a big part of these cars is the throttle control. I'm still trying. I think it goes off a lot of sound cues, so I'm still learning that. All
right, hey, we'll tell you what, Brian, well done on third place here tonight. Well done on tied in the championship for second place. Brian, before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
I'd like to thank my wife, my family, Chris and Brian for putting this league on, you guys for doing the broadcast. Thank you.
All right, there we go. Brian McCann, ladies and gentlemen, home in third spot. And that will wrap up, Steve, season number 1 of the Iracing IROC Dirt Series presented by Spartan Transportation. The big block modifieds are done. Like I said, we come in about a month ago, and since we seen that first race at Weed Sport, all the way right up until tonight here at the Dirt Track at Chart, man, these guys in this field, it really is quality right now.
And the thing about it is they got time to practice, time to, they got season 1 underneath the belt. They had a pretty big season, 12, 13 races? I mean, they got some time to put it on their belt. We'll fix to have an update in a couple of weeks. Just in time for season 2 to get underway. Just can't wait to see what these drivers bring in and what other quality drivers they can pick up along the way.
Yeah, we're looking forward to season number 2. Again, a big thank you to all their sponsors down in the middle of the screen, right down the very bottom. And make sure you check them out on all their social media pages. Give them likes, give them follows, subscribe if you got to, if it's free. I mean, if you just basically support the people that support sim racing. Share it out, buy some of their products. And we certainly look forward to season number 2. Steve, thank you very much for your time here, not only tonight, but of course over the past month or so here with the Spartan Transportation Big Block Modified Series.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
All right, on behalf of the team here at UltimateDirtTV, of course, we want to thank Miller Family Trucking, powered by World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, FEGPC, Locked On Lads, Heatwave Designs, Spartan Transportation, and SpeedShop51.com. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Stephen McMillan and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell, good night from the Dirt Track at Charlotte.